welcome in everybody. Welcome to this Tuesday stream. All about you guys in the community that are already lighting up chat. You're giving me a challenge to have to say a lot of names really quick. So welcome in everybody. Oh, I'm not in multi-stream. I'm gonna go through. Hold on, let's see here. I can probably go. Let's cheat a little bit. Come on. Where's the chat on this? Well, hello, I'm new here. There we go, show chat. Probably the button that says show chat. Welcome in Philip Hoyt, Da Vinci 10, Dan Adams, John, AJ Peoples, and also CGS Creations, Builders Mark, DJ Rock and Rog, Icarus Links, Tank, Waleoze. I think we've been over that before. Reminds me of the soccer chant. Sure Money 99. What is cooking? You know, nothing right now. I need to eat dinner after this. Figure out what that'll be after we're done streaming here and talking about some things. But welcome in, Horatio. Welcome. Jan 52573. Welcome in, Dad's RC Workbench. How's it going? 10 Talon. Jonathan CWTN. Nervous Pajamas. I don't know why your pajamas be so nervous. It's like relaxing time. It's time to lay in bed, watch some Polymaker on the mobile phone or tablet if you're bougie, and then let my voice soothe you and put you to sleep. This is Midnight Hour with Polymaker Joel. It's a new stream we're going to start. Welcome in also Tulsa Skin. I am Peck and Paw. Darkstorm 1976. Caretaker 007. Sure Money 99. GTR Dad. Outcast Wanderer. Sebastian. Mahojaz. Creech Exprit. Shaking the Squirrel Booty. Let's see. Hobby Bane, welcome in. And now I can go back to multi-stream chat and not have to look at two windows. So now I'll see everybody. Okay. Well, for those that don't usually tune into the Tuesday stream, it's laid back. There's a little bit of structure, a lot of bit of side quests, but talk with you. We talk about some stuff. We share some fun prints, etc. But again, welcome in everybody. And covered everybody up other than 3D Elements, Zakoj Gaming, Zakoj Gaming. Or Zach OJ. That's probably what it is. Zach OJ Gaming. Candace Wilson TN. Welcome in. Jupiter Robotics. I love pinball. I do too. That's why there's one there and there's an actual physical one out there. So I agree. I love pinball also. So welcome in everybody. Netventive. How's it going? What you do today, Joel? Joel did a lot of running around today. Got some sit down stuff done, but some run stuff. Had to get a package sent off to good old Netherlands for Form Next. So that's coming up soon. We'll talk about here in just a second. Love the paint on that door. It is a custom paint job. So see, you guys have been making fun of it the whole time. I actually had a artist. I can't say their name, but they're very well known. And I paid about $100,000 for them to custom paint that door. That is a special one-of-a-kind door. There's no other door in the world that's painted like this. So, humble brag, you know. It's what I do. Custom painted doors throughout the house. Banksy. It's Banksy who's painted it, by the way. Well, let's be honest. It's mostly side quests. That's not a lie. That's pretty accurate. Hey, Joel, how are you? Excited for this weekend? Jupiter Robotics, I will see you this weekend, won't I? I am very excited, and not just because it's crappy weather in Ohio and better weather in Florida. I am excited about Orlando Maker Faire. Did you get it from the Louvre? No. Me and Banksy were close. He came to my house and painted it for me. Sorry, they. Nobody knows who Banksy is, right? They came to Banksy themselves came to my house and custom painted all my doors. Just shrink the Polymaker logo above your head, and then 3D print the Polymaker text to the right. So Technoside 2, funny thing is eventually I plan on doing that. So this was actually, hey, let's get it centered, right? Oh, it's so hard to do this in reverse. That right there. So that was a test print, or if those that remember, we went to Bosque School Labs, or Bosque School. set up their new maker lab, funded new printers, of course, filament, and just recently went for a follow-up visit in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we made one for their wall, for the filament wall. So this was the test print. And the surface wasn't overall bad, but it was test print. It was way too thick than what we needed it to be. So I've had it. Actually, it had been sitting on top of the pinball machine just for a long time. And I finally like, you know what? I should do something with it. So, of course, you know, if you look, it's, well, if my chair's turned and my camera's moved, it's dead center. So that's, you know, for work calls, everything else. Of course, this stream, you can see it. But, so anyway, so we had that along with Polymaker, on the final version that we put on the wall at Bosque School Labs. So eventually I do want to do it. I don't know if I want to do it in white or if I want to do teal. I haven't figured that out yet. So that was just because it's a decent amount of plastic and I didn't want to waste it. So I hung just the logo because that's all I've got. Down Under Maker, welcome men. Morning all from the stormy West Australia. Are the storms as bad and dangerous as the animals and insects? Okay, that's already read that. Let's see here. He's raising the poly. Good evening, Burn Station 3D. How's it going? What did you just recently start printing with, Burn Station? I of course see it all the time on X and all your posts. One of the newer materials I think that you liked. I hope I remember that right. No, actually, I did not like this. See, I'm making a Polymaker light box right now, just sort of the Polymaker teal. There, yeah, so we've had some light boxes. Pete had actually made a light box with a swiveling logo, which was really cool. I think he's got that. He's brought it to a couple of the events. Put them on the table. Pretty cool to turn the text into light boxes. Yeah, so that I would love. There's a lot of tutorials now, a lot more tutorials now of doing the whole like text and doing custom names and all that stuff. What I'd like to do is mess with enough to find the best diffusion, because what I would like it to do is look like a neon. Yeah, that way. So with, can't really tell because I'm gonna block it, but the nano leaf. So those are obviously they're plugged in. You can't tell because there's no lines, there's no wires coming down from the wall. It's just the panels. The reason being is actually right. Hold on here. Right there is the power controller. And it actually, I drilled a hole through the wall, put the power through that, so then there's no lines. My point I'm getting to is that's what I want to do up here. I'd want it lit up with no wires, no cables, no trying to hide it in the seams or anything like that. So yeah, a lot of ideas. Jupiter, I will be flying out. I won't get there till later evening, Friday. I was going to try to go Thursday, but my schedule is crazy right now. And that way then I could be there for Friday because I do the field trip day and I could probably get access into there, but it won't be. So I'll be there Friday, and then I'll be there all day, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, I have something going on that I can't talk about yet, I don't think. There's some cool stuff. You'll probably see some posts about it. Once I know I can talk about it, I'll let you guys know. It's a really cool thing. It's company-ish, but it's more of a personal thing. I mean, I guess it's a mix of both, but it's going to be really awesome. I'm very excited about the Monday event that I'll be here. I'll still be in Orlando, fly home Tuesday, and then be home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, fly out to Germany Saturday for Form Next the following week. So again, very, very hectic. Color options for engineering filaments is awesome. Okay, yeah, that's what it's been. Haven't tried the PET GF yet. Yeah, all the GF stuff just prints so beautiful, and the colors, yes, the colors. People have been asking for colored engineering filament forever, so it's nice to see that we're starting to get that out there, and some good colors. Of course, you're not going to have nearly as many options, as like the PLA Pro, Panchroma PLA lineups. Just because the formula itself, but it's cool to give some options out there. Yep, Jupiter Robotics, I'll be there. I'll probably be live streaming. I don't have my backpack down here, but I've got strap mount for the pocket, so I'm hoping that'll make things easier to me actually stream. I've got some fun ideas that I hope to take care of while I'm there. The plus side is so we don't have a booth this year. And it would nice. Maybe next year we got to kind of figure out all the budgets for all the events we want to go to, and then see what it's going to take to make it work. But it does. I mean, it does get expensive. Not just the Maker Faire itself, but all these different events. I mean, thousands of dollars just to get booth. That's not including all the shipping to get stuff there, set up, the staffing. A lot goes involved in it. So we try to make it to as many as we can. Have some ideas to try to make it to some other ones in a little bit different format. So again, this year, what's nice is I'll just be there, you know, walking around. We are different parts of the Maker Faire. So of course, the robot ruckus we're sponsoring this year. So you'll see our logos all over the battle arena for the plastic ants, and then just that whole area as part of the sponsor for the event. We also sponsored the build that Joel Telling is working on, the giant 7-foot tall Galactus that will be on the stage, the main stage. I think they call it the creator stage, or maybe just main stage. That'll be there. So I'll be probably talking with them a little bit about that, and, you know, actually seeing it in person. I've seen all the pieces and parts, and everything else. Oh, you lost me? Am I not? Uh-oh. Hello? Do you guys not hear me, see me? Oh, we're back. Okay. I'm like, wait a second. I don't know where it cut off. YouTube's still down. Twitch is back, though. See, what is with that? New internet, supposed by the end of the year. Oh, YouTube's for me. Maybe I have to refresh. Oh, back on both. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So, there we go. Okay. We're talking about the Joel Telling print on the main stage. Here, okay, so real quick, I will stop here. Everybody refresh your browsers or close down and reopen. That way everybody's up to snuff with me. Did you just watch your stream and you cannot do a thing with it? Did you just wash your stream? What does washing stream mean? It's the terminology. I'm not sure. It is bump. Okay, so here, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna make the rest of the house upset. Time to log into the router. Admin. Why does this not save? Okay. I'm watching my own stream, so one moment. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Are we back? At least on Twitch and YouTube. Okay. There we go. Rugrats. There. Wait, no, yeah, that's right. It's yeah. Actually, Technoside's correct. It's Doug. Tech Cheaper, yeah. Rugrats is like higher, dude. Yeah, that one's a hard one to remember the tone, but I can hear it in my head. I just can't spit it out. Different profiles for the most common printers. The Joe Tandy, wiki.polymaker.com. You'll be able to find the profiles we do currently have. We try to keep up. Like P2S is too new. We don't have anything for that yet. But also on the product pages. So if you see the PLA product page, go to print settings. It gives you the generic print settings, the standardized stuff. And then usually if it's got one, it'll say print profiles, and you'll be able to click that and see what you can download. There you go. Exclamation point wiki. It works. Thank you very much, Tech Cheaper. But the product pages do have the print profiles on them. We're always updating them, so if you don't see something, it just means we haven't created it yet. So yeah, I don't know if it's my side or what. I don't know what it was both, so I think it is my side. But hopefully we stay active for now. I turned the Wi-Fi off, so I'm waiting for footsteps to come down the stairs. Dad, the internet's not working. Because this is the only wired thing in the house. No, everything in my basement is wired. Oh, smart there. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I was just reading the email. But where do we leave off? Are all your products available in Australia? Any filament recommendation? Joe Tandy, not all products available in Australia yet. I don't know where that list stops. But yeah, they're always trying to 3D printing solutions is our main reseller there, and I believe they strive to have everything, but I don't think they have everything yet. Any filament recommendations for marine usage? Wide temp swings, hot and cold, UV exposure, ASA? I'm not sure. I guess it depends on, is it just salt water, regular water, salt water, water, distilled water. But actually, Joe Tandy, again, go to wiki.polymaker.com. There's a search function there that also now we're still fine tuning it. There is an AI bot that could probably answer that, tell you a good rundown of what would be the best with these requirements. Ugly Stoat, silly question. What about getting a better internet router and then you can throttle all the wireless tooling? No, it's possible to do it with the router I have. I just haven't done so. So it's just on the fly. It was easier for me to just go and turn off the radios. But I also shouldn't have that problem here. By the end of the year, I'm supposed to have fiber. I think I can get up to 5 gigs down, 5 gigs up. Overkill, yes, but I'd rather have more than enough than not enough. Do you know if there's a specific settings I need to use for the cause PLA? I don't believe so, but that will be in the print settings on the product page. So yeah, but so we talked about Orlando Maker Faire. Like I said, very excited. I do plan on taking you guys there through stream. Maybe that works better than tonight's stream. I guess it all depends on the either Wi-Fi signal or my 5G signal on my phone. So yeah, so there we'll figure out more. That if you go to Orlando Maker Faire, or I think it's just makerfair.com. Why don't we just look it up rather than guess, Joel? Maker Faire Orlando. So it is just makerfairorlando.com. And actually what we'll look at here, let's do this. Let's do like this one. Boom, look at that. And then I think if we do, nope. This and that. I don't know. Either way, you can still hear me. So yeah, so here's Orlando Maker Faire. This weekend, if you're in the area, come visit. There'll be a lot of things like the massive 3D printed 7-foot tall Galactus. That's by Joel Telling. Willow Creative's going to be there. The D7 printed shoe will be there, probably on the feet of Joel Telling and David Tobin. So he's not shy to show it off. If you want to feel it, squeeze it, everything else. It actually is a very cool shoe. So that'll be there. Yvette's Niche. So I actually met her for the first time at 3D Printopia. Very, very sweet lady. But also Frankly Built will be there. Let's see here. Who else will be there? A lot of stuff. A lot of 3D printed stuff, 3D printing cameras. So it's nice to see this. So last year, I didn't see a whole lot of 3D printed focused booths. There was some 3D printed stuff, but nothing like focused on it. So to see this stuff, they did have a ton of droids. That'll be there again this year. Of course, the robots themselves, but starting to have a little bit more focus on 3D printing. And that's really what I wanted to start seeing and be part of it. Even though we're not a booth, still being present as the company there. Some representation. But I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. And a lot of it is there's 2 main big buildings and there's outside stuff also. But a fun time. A lot of local maker spaces that'll set up shop, show off what they're doing. Of course, they'll have different talks, content creator talks, team talks, all sorts of stuff there. Because it is, again, a maker fair. It's not just 3D printed. Power Race series. This I definitely want to show you guys on the stream because these are fun to watch. Just the personalities behind the Power Race series are very fun. And I want to say they take it serious, but it's a group of adults that all just are friends. And they take it serious, but have fun doing so. Yeah, so there will be a lot of things to see. The event schedule. You can kind of see everything, the different talks, performances, etc. So yeah, I'll try to take you on as much of the fun trip as I can. I don't like to do like on and off streams where like I stream and then I go off and I stream again and I go off. I'm not gonna set a specific time stamp because it's going to be very hard. Not knowing how everything plays out. But if you're bored on Saturday or Sunday, there will be a stream and you'll be able to check it out without being there. Skin, let's see here. There's a back of an old lady's card the other day. Yes, Tulsa Skin. Maybe we used a really generic font on that. Do it, lady. Could at least just use use the handwriting from the card. That's what I liked about this. Is the actual handwriting from the card that they actually transposed to it. I think that's the right word to use. Okay, but yeah, so Orlando Maker Faire again. Anything, if you guys go to the website and you see something specific you want to see, I'll try to cover the whole thing. But something specific you really like to see, you're interested in, or want me to go ask somebody some questions, let me know, whether through Discord or pop into the chat when I go live Saturday or Sunday and say, hey, I looked up this, can you go to this booth? Let me know. Again, I don't think it's too big to where I can't kind of at least check everything. I probably can't talk to all the booths, that would take way too long. But yeah, something you want to see, let me know. Polymaker just bought a load of filament with the black. Oh, you okay? Thank you very much, John. Curtain X. I read that as Polymaker just bought a load of filament with the Black Friday sale. Like, why are we buying filament? Oh, January, February, meetup in Halifax. I only know Halifax because the streamer used to play PUBG. Definitely the most Canadian guy that, super, super nice. He actually kind of reminds me of Uncle Jesse, if anybody knows who Halifax is on Twitch. Yeah, it looks like a lot of local makers. Yeah, Burn Station, like I said, it is a good time. That was the first Maker Faire I actually ever went to, was last year, Orlando Maker Faire. And then I missed it this year because Louisville is not too far from me. I'd love to go to the Louisville one. I'd like to experience, because everyone, just like the rap festivals, all of them are different. Whether it be the setup, the size, what they actually are focusing on. If they're more of this, more of that. Sounds like Louisville. Actually, a community member went there and kind of gave me a briefing on it. Could use some good 3D printing representation. So if you're in the area, you want to set up next year, let's talk. Let's have some fun there. You talk a little bit about hex codes for Polymaker filaments. I'm curious about, for example, the hex code for silk bronze is listed as, which is a very red orange. I printed it. Seems more like a copper color. Yeah, so I am Peckinpah. I do not know exactly what all goes into that. I do know the equipment that we use is like high end, I think a spectrometer, I believe is what it is. So I don't know what all, whether it's the lighting, the intensity of the light, that can change what it kind of reads back. But I can't answer that question without lying to you. I'm not that adept, in the tech side of things. Tech side, yes, but technical sides of things. So yeah, I'm not sure. That would be a good question. I think where you could actually, we had the feedback hour on Thursday, but you could probably ask Sean. If you're able to come here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard on Thursday, have a live stream. Sean does the feedback hour. That would be probably a feedback, because that is on the website also. It's customer experience. How do we get the hex codes? And if they're varying, I know we've changed them before, so I don't know if we changed the way we tested them and then we updated them. I'm not really sure. But that's a good question. I would say for feedback hour for Sean. Tech Jeeper, I know I was corrected when I went there the first time. Me and my wife took a trip there. Louisville. Just, you gotta, whoa. Like you said, pretty much like it's like you have a lot of marbles in your mouth. Whoa. Your mouth is full. Very nice people though. And if you go there, it's the Rec Bar. My wife, of course, knowing my love for vintage video games and pinball especially, they have Rec Bar. Tons of old and new pinball machines, and they're all like 25, 50 cents and $1, so they're not like overpriced pinballs. I think they had probably over 100 of them. That part was fun, but they also have the restaurant part, and it's like all video game themed names for things. But one of their main things they're known for is tater tots. And you think it's tater tots. What can you do amazing with tater tots? The absolute best tater tots I've ever had anywhere. But then they have different stuff. They had a Mario one that had like the marinara and cheese on it, so almost like a kind of a pizza, but it wasn't a pizza. I think there was like 8 to 10 different types of tater tot platters, and we tried 2 of them. I mean, one was enough to feed both of us. We wanted to try 2 different ones, and excellent. So if you're in the area, Rec Bar, right outside of downtown, and lots of cool pinball, lots of different vintage video games, and really good tater tot plates. Let's see there. Polymorph is in low. Wait, there's a pinball arcade here in Waterloo. You pay an entry. See, I've heard of those places too. There's some in the US, but I haven't been to one yet. Definitely want to. What did I miss here? Currently, oh, UPS plane crashed. Oh, wow. That's hopefully, well, I mean, plane crashes are not everybody's okay, but I haven't been online. Well, I haven't been on the news part of online today, but yeah. So Maker Fair's awesome. Form Next coming up. That is another one that's going to be a lot larger, and that is going to be if you guys have something specific. Let's say the Core Prusa Core 1 or /L with possible index on it. Get your notepads out now. Record down, like, what do you want to see? Like, go to Form Next website. Check out what's all there. You know, your priority following, you know, Anycubic, you got Wonder Maker, you got Prusa, you got Elegoo, you got Bamboo Lab. Everybody's going to be there. Some people showcasing stuff. Obviously, the H2C, I think, is planned to be there on display. And some other stuff. Some of the big ones, Anycubic is releasing their S1 Max tomorrow. And that's a 350 cubed enclosed printer. You have, who else was teasing one? Anycubic was one. Somebody help me out here. Who else was teasing a printer? Oh, Cheaty. Cheaty just recently teased one. Larger, a Q2. Not sure anything about it. Yeah, so there might be information on it. But my point is if you go to Form Next or you're on all the socials and people, all the companies are teasing, what they're going to have there, something specific you want to see, mark it down. Be ready, because the stream, I'll stream as much as I can, but it's not going to be something where it's like a 6-hour stream, or maybe it will be. I talk a lot. But if there's something specific, let me know. Ideally, what I'll actually probably do is next Tuesday, I'll be home. Yeah, I'll be home in time. So next Tuesday on this stream, if you're going to be wanting to watch Form Next, which keep in mind, Form Next is going to be in Germany, Frankfurt, Germany. So right now for you, depending where you're at, if you're in Eastern time zone, I think Germany's 5 hours ahead. Excuse me. They're 5 hours ahead right now, I believe, but just check the time zones, because Form Next is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it is not a weekend where it's kind of, free time. I know everybody's got to work. If you're able to tune in, great. I don't know exact time yet, because I don't know my booth duty schedules yet. We'll figure that out. I'll let you know as soon as I know. But what we'll do is maybe on Tuesday's stream, next Tuesday, do your research now. It's homework time, everybody. And we'll take some notes on next Tuesday's stream. What do you guys want to see? Because the idea is going to be, it's so big, I'm not going to be able to go up and down every aisle. I mean, in time, but probably not with a stream. And I think there's multiple floors, maybe a second building. It's huge. Ideally, we at least see, what are the main things people want to see? Obviously, Bamboo Lab, Anycubic, Prusa, etc. That way I can try to map out maybe the most efficient travel, get all the stuff that people want to see, talk to the people that people want me to talk to, and then from there, kind of maybe free range. Then from there, you're going to see out of shape Joel jogging to here, over there, and take it easy, because my wife's coming with me, and ideally she'll be my camera person. If she gets too tired or really just bored, then I have the strap for my backpack. I'll just snap you in place and you can do the FPV view. Let's see. Can Here, you still talking about, it must be a different one. I've not heard one here. Waterloo. Okay, you're talking about those. But yeah, Form Next, super excited about it. I've never been to Form Next before. Rapid DCT was really cool, and I believe what Form Next is just a huge version of that. Get a segue. I don't know if they'd let me. So it's tempting to have the tiny bike. I'm still shocked I was able to get away with using the tiny bike at Rapid without security saying anything. And again, I chalked that up to, I was respectful. I wasn't stupid on it. I just towed around with it. I'd love to have one there. I don't have the time to send it there, plus the weight, plus ours, actually, it was damaged the last trip back to the warehouse. I've got some parts to print, and I don't know if I need to, here, actually, real quick, before I forget. The EU team did have one. I don't know if they still do. Again, not saying I can. I don't even know if they'll take it. And if they do, I don't know if I can write it. But I sent a message to the person that will know, and we'll find that out. Oh, the suitcase one. Yeah. When they can... Hey, I would take anything. There's some cool go-kart projects I've seen. I think... Who just did one? I just seen one of Matt Denton. No, Ivan Miranda did like kind of a cool like sit down low center of gravity go-kart. But yeah, but other than that, that's what we got going on the next couple of weeks. So it is going to be quite hectic, but it's going to be awesome. A hoverboard. If somebody wants to buy me a hoverboard, I'll take it. A one wheel. I've never ridden a one wheel. I would love to. So if anybody's going to be at any of these events, anybody in Orlando has got a one wheel, let me know. I'd love to see how quickly I can break an ankle. Motorized beer. I've seen like gas powered ones, the electric ones. Just give me like a little mini Tesla, all wheel drive, full battery operated. Maybe we'll wait until Sunday evening afterwards. But no, it's going to be a fun time. Like I said, if you are going to be at Orlando Maker Fair, or if you're having to watch this and you're going to be at Form Next, make sure to come track me down. Give me a high five, give me a hug, whatever you're into. I'm a people person, which is probably a good thing, because if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't be community manager. How about someone's giant barn outside of Ottawa for an OG? What? I don't even know what you're referencing. I mean, I get you're referencing a rep in Canada, but I mean, a giant barn isn't any worse than Murph. Or is more like snowboarding versus skateboarding. See, I used to snowboard. I used to snowboard and wakeboard. I used to wakeboard a lot. Now the boat can't hold me up. It's Titanic every time I step onto a boat. I will look for you. I will find you. Well, looks like I'm staying away from Jupiter Robotics. Murph is, yeah, build a robot. Yeah, Murph is a giant barn. Like I said, it's, yeah, no different. Getting a pass. No, I need to get in shape. I say that all the time. Yeah, I'd love to go back to that snowboarding. I actually haven't been to snowboarding or skiing in quite some time. We have something called well, it's hour and 10 minutes away. It's right, not even, I'd say an hour away. Mad River Mountain here in Ohio. And it's a pretty decent little I mean, it's to anybody that's near a mountain, I don't want to hear it. It's called Mad River Mountain. It's a mountain in terms of where it's at, okay? But yeah, that's actually where I used to go snowboarding all the time. Camaro 45th, you are right. Round is a shape, and I am that and then some. Pear is a shape too. I guess, yeah, I'm probably more of a pear. But anyway, door though. Let's talk about the door. So I've had tons of ideas. We've talked different ideas. I still haven't, settled on one yet, because I'm the most indecisive person in the world. Ask my wife. She loves it. It's the one trait she loves me most for. Not at all. Did anybody see what Mandic really did with his door in his shop? And he did the 3D printed, like futuristic cyberpunk type style frame. I am limited because my frame on the other side isn't super thick against the wall. But I thought about that before, of doing like I don't want to say necessarily cyberpunk, but more of kind of a high-tech, maybe like Tron-like door. Do some panels, maybe some like the diffused lighting. So, but I seen Mandic do that. I'm like, you know, I've thought about doing that before, not necessarily with that door. I was thought about with the workshop door, but obviously, if you guys haven't seen it, it's I made it into a Murphy door, so it's a bookshelf. It's a built-in bookshelf into the wall that opens up. So that one's already taken care of, but that door needs some love. Gotta figure out some stuff. So Mandic really got me thinking, like, you know what, maybe something, design something. And again, I think less stuff like protruding. I don't want it bulky, and not that his was bulky, like his fit his area, but he also had, his door was open wall and everything else. But I think maybe a very minimized border or frame, and again, futuristic look, and then doing though a front cover for the door. We talked about Hue Forge, things like that. It might be a good idea, but Tron, which we'll show here, like something like, oh, this is the Tron identity disc. And this, you can't see it, but there's some glow inside the, even like little lines there. So maybe something like that. Again, project that I still have to decide on. RGB, just added more RGB. See, and I don't mind that, but I want it diffused. I want it to be like a solid, like, glow. I'm sure there's a name for it. Like cob lighting, as I know with the LEDs. So that way it's not like hot spotted. Other accessories, I wonder if it'd be good to reach out to printed accessories to have them design some stuff for 3D printed storage chest and 3D printer enclosure. For accessories for what? Oh, build a robot? Okay, yeah, I just seen your that would be. So I don't mind Doctor Who. I'm not a huge Doctor Who fan, but if you, that would be perfect. You could just do the panels and everything and just make it the blue TARDIS. No one gets excited when you bring a 6-pack, but people love it when you bring. Oh, okay, we're still talking about shape back then. Okay. Polymaker is awesome first, then I am. You know what? No, the customer comes first. And really, I mean, that's this community wouldn't be a community without the community, and that's you guys. That's why you're awesome. That's why we don't mind giving away the filaments. I make strips now that are like that diffused RGB. Sorry, is that? I mean, that's cob lighting, unless there's like a different version. But yeah, like that's probably like a whole Tuesday stream where we actually plan out, go over all the options, and then decide on one. The problem is, I want something cool. You guys will want something ridiculous. Likely. Doing a rolling vault style door from a double door. That's what I'd love. Who was it talking to? I think it was in our Discord hangout. And I could do it because this wall I put in, this wall wasn't existent when we bought the house. I mean, it was existent from like, I think here over, but the stairwell goes, nope, there you go, like that. So it was like open, that you could just see the stairs. But I'd love to make that like a power door that slides into place. That would be awesome. But I would have to modify that whole entire wall because of course right now there's studs. The plus side is it's not load bearing, so it does have that option. I don't know how much effort I really want to put into it there, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about the door. That like I said, Manic really kind of got me thinking more of design wise and maybe mocking up something. The plus side is now I can kind of mock up a generic thing, throw that to ChatGPT, tell it to clean it up, make it into a legit diagram or blueprint for a door design, and then throw that into image to 3D or whatever. So, and we'll talk more about that here in a second too. Had to find just a white LED strip for lithophane a few months ago. Hard to track down than it sounds. Yeah, and there's so many options too. And my thing is when I order something, I'm impatient. So like if I can go to a store and buy it, I'll do that. If I can order it, I prefer it to be a 2-day delivery. AliExpress, you can always find a lot of stuff, but there's so many different options, and you don't know which ones are really like cheap generic or which ones might work. And then you're waiting. I mean, I know their shipping has improved. Still, sometimes you're waiting weeks upon weeks in hopes that it's what you want. So we'll see. But yeah, let's one thing we also like to talk about every Tuesday. What are you guys printing? Has anybody printed anything awesome, anything fun that you could tell us in chat? And why you guys think of that, or tell us in chat. Go review things, which I showed this just the one half right now. Is I love Tron. I've always loved Tron, the original Tron, even original Tron disc. I was thinking of doing like the original disc, then the Tron Legacy, and then the Tron Ares, which is kind of a triangle one. But I was messing around, so this one I got to change because I did find layer height thing it would go good, but since it's tapered up, you'll see it did not print the best. I gotta mess with those. And then I was deciding, so this is glow in the dark blue, of course it's white, you know, and then in dark it glows blue. I was thinking of doing luminous blue instead of the glow in the dark blue, just you know, so you can see it, the color the whole time. Haven't decided that yet, but messing around with it, we'll see. Other things I've printed, so we have Little D, if anybody knows her, Curio Junkie, in our Discord. Great community member. I won't go into details, but she had you know, got a sickness, and her voice changed to really high pitched, so then she would talk like this. So then when she was coming in, and it just, as soon as she started talking, it reminded me of the shrimp from the movie Shark Tales, if anybody remembers. The sharks are at the restaurant, and the dad's trying to get the son to eat the shrimp, and oh no, oh, my sister recently got her child. And he got sick, and he lost his legs and his arms, and he's just a little stub. But anyway, the shrimp that's talking the whole time is this little guy. And this is going back on that whole AI stuff, like, yeah, was it used for, whatnot? Like, this model I'm not going to put out on my profile. I'm not going to say I created this model. I straight up took this as an image from the scene, removed the background, excuse me, and then printed it. And while it's not perfect, you know, you know who it is if you know the character. Let me get my face off here. So, just a little shrimp. And this is where, like I said, I think the AI is fun. Because I'm not monetizing this. I'm not even putting it on my profile for people to download. You could do the same. You could take the image, throw it into image to 3D. But stuff like this, I think, is cool. I'm not trying to use it and say I'm a designer and I'm making money. Other than that, speaking too of AI, recently Gulsford, another community member, had sent me, because he was just curious, because he had a model he designed that was multicolor. Problem is, of course, multicolor, you got to start getting a lot of waste, especially depending how the layers are oriented and how those colors are. So he kind of did the same thing. He does have modeling skills above mine. I will 100% give him the props there. Did the AI to image to AI, and then kind of cleaned up his model through Blender. And this is, I don't play Pal World, but those that do, is it's Pokemon with fuse, with blasters. This is a Mamog from Pal World, and this is a model he sent. I'm like, you know what, here, I'll print it real quick on the H2D. So there's still waste, but it turned out pretty darn good. That's a luminous blue, so it does glow. It's silk gold, galaxy black, and then just magenta. So, of course, I didn't do a ton of them. I just did a couple. But I don't know if he's going to put this out as available or not. But check Gulsfer, or if you ask him in general and tag him. Like, hey, you're going to make that if you're into Pal World. That's a great little print. Of course, it did have supports, but actually overall, not a bad bottom. I didn't completely clean it up, but it all worked out. A cool little model. So I just printed those. Actually, those finished today. The Tron disc finished today. And then the last thing I printed, and then I'll go through chat here. My wife, people in chat that are in the hangout all the time know, my wife loves the Grinch. So any type of Grinch thing. And I had bounced back and forth. What color do I use for the Grinch? Because depending on which cartoon, old, new, the movie, there's different greens. And what I've come to find out is it's actually, a lot of times, it's a dark green with a brighter green. That's a mix. So it's hard to match an exact color. So I just went and printed something with it. I printed another model that I can't share of the Grinch. But the lime green to me is the excellent color. That's going to be lime green, of course, white. And then you got the galaxy red, zombie or hedgehog makes creator spool, and then just green and red. But There you go. It's a fun little print for Christmas. It's starting to decorate our house. She does the tree. I just 3D print the stuff and put it up. Let's see here real quick. I'm gonna do a ton of filament to explain cycle distance to Greg and do in printing color for tomorrow. Awesome. Jet puzzles will have in printing color tomorrow. She can say the time because I don't remember. 7:30, I think. Talking about cycle distance. So for all your gradients, they all have their own specific cycle, transition cycle of how many grams do you have to print of that filament to get all the way through all the colors that are in it, through a full transition of the colors. So yeah, she'll have a show on that. Isn't luminous and glow in the dark the same? Dr. Boomstick, big difference there. Somebody might have already answered this. I'm not scrolled down far enough yet. The difference is glow in the dark is a natural color that glows a specific color. So of course, again, if you're looking at this, it's kind of a translucent white, called natural. So you have that natural color, but then you charge it, turn the lights off, it glows blue. Luminous is different to where luminous is blue. So the blue in this, it's blue in natural light. And then of course, when you charge it, turn the lights off, it also glows blue. So luminous glows is the same color in light as it is as it glows. I think we have 5 color, well, and then rainbow, luminous. Glow in the dark, we only have now blue and green. But that's the difference between luminous and glow in the dark. They both glow. It's just the color that they are in natural light. Let's see. Working on mounting handlebar. Actually, okay, yeah. If you're putting on a bike, I would say, yeah, Pet G or ASA would be ideal, just especially if you have any type of higher temperatures where you live. Does that hurt your throat? Coughing, yes. Steve Builds. Oh, Steve Builds here. Well, hello, Steve Builds. If you're still here, hello. Steve Builds, you're going to be at Orlando Maker Fair. If you are, don't bring that Vice COVID with you. Let's see here. And a swatch with Polymaker heat change filament. See how quick the heat. Yeah, I haven't messed with that. So I've got some. I've printed some of the heat stuff, temperature change. I think I'm missing one of them though for the collection, because we had 2 of them. A pink purple natural, I think a natural yellow green. I think the yellow green I don't have. I don't think we make it anymore either. Latest fun print I just did is the poop container by Bearded Printer. He's a pretty decent guy. He knows how to model. It's always good to have poop catchers. I did a Michael C. Hall bust with the Maker Roll tool. Oh, yeah, like the image to buy. Yeah, like I said, the AI stuff is in the Maker lab. I mean, I know AI will do a lot of all the stuff there, but it's nice just how the tool separated, and then it saves your projects within your account even better. Gotta hop off in a minute. Thanks for the fun stream. Can't wait to meet you. Yeah, absolutely. Don't kill your voice before then. Jupiter Robotics. I talk a lot, so we'll see. I've built a pretty decent tolerance, but we'll see how long I last. Listen to a guy at the dealership bump sexy sax, man. Carolyn. Sounds like a pretty good dealership. I am Peck and Paul. If you're not gone yet, have a good day. Night, I should say. Grinch didn't hate Christmas. The Grinch hated people. The distinction is important for children. This is true. 3 Musketeers of glowing filaments. Well, not. I'll be at Form next. Hey, okay, Steve Builds. I will see you there. I'll give you a high five, a handshake, a hug, maybe a piggyback ride. That's a lie. Piggyback rides are held specifically for Joel's, and I get one from Joel Telling all the time now, which is still I always fear he's no, just go for it, because like I don't want to jump up and put all this weight on the guy's back, but he survived several piggyback rides of me on his back, so props to him. Crazy, yeah. 2 Joels in one place. The world doesn't know how to handle it. Time to stock up on water, all sorts. Pezliz, you and your Canadian stuff. Pezliz, I'm gonna have to find somebody. I need you come through for me. Pezlis knows my love for Mountain Dew, not sponsored. And Canada has a Honeydew Mountain Dew. It's limited edition. And then there was some like Reef Break Baja Blast that I somehow didn't even know about. I'm usually pretty up to snuff on Mountain Dew news. So if Pezlis can't do it, I need somebody in Canada that knows that that's at their local place. Get it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the shipping. I'll throw a tip in. I need that Mountain Dew before it disappears. Anybody know, like, some tips and tricks of getting that across the border easily? And actually, it's even though with the tariffs, if I got to pay I'm not asking for like a pallet of the stuff. Maybe a few cans of the Reef Break Baja Blast, whatever it was called, and a few bottles of the Honeydew. Frostbite 3D. So it's just Mountain Dew Honeydew, which is in bottles, and then the Reef. Here, I'll go back through my pictures from Pezlis. Yes, Pezlis. See if she can send them pictures. And it was Baja Reef Break Punch, which is a tropical punch Mountain Dew. I love tropical punch. Absolutely love it. And I haven't seen that before. So, yeah. Baja Reef Break. If there's any voodoo sitting around too, I did not see it in the States this year. And it's a mystery flavor for holidays. And then, oh, no, you didn't see the Honeydew. You just seen the voodoo and but the Honeydew also. Anyway, that's me using the platform to obtain diabetes. We got a bunch of that here in Oregon. Really? Well, might need to hit you up. That's any of the odd Mountain Dews. I like to try all of them, and there's been some gross ones that I've tried too. My wife, we were traveling. It was just a weekend trip or something that we were taking. And I don't remember where we were. She was door dashing some stuff to the hotel, and they just happened to have like some Japanese candies and food. And they had, I can't remember what it was. It wasn't Voltage, but it was a Japanese Mountain Dew. You can only get it through there. And it was a blue, whatever. And it was so flat. It was horrible. And it was like $6 for the bottle. Lesson learned. Yes, my doctor will very much thank you. I won't tell him. It's our little secret. But what else? Did all the prints, show those off. We talked about the events coming up. There was something else. I think I should jot this stuff down. I don't know what else. I think that's it. If we're pinky enough to be in a Pepsi test market, tell them to have a test market in Ohio. I'll drive to it. I mean, Columbus might actually be a test area. Who knows? But Honeydew, though, I know was just a Canadian thing. And now it's popping up on my TikTok a lot. But it's like $7 plus shipping per bottle. And I don't mind. But then at that point, I want to buy multiple. And it's just not a deal through them. But if I can get 2-3 different flavors, several cans, bottles, I'll pay appropriately. I just start hoarding all the Mountain Dew like I hoard filament. Yeah. So, we do have the giveaway going. If you guys have not entered yet, make sure to type in I am awesome. Do it. Crush pineapple. The crushed pineapple we have here. I have had it. I love pineapple. Probably my favorite fruit. Someone what? Some ease ale going on. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Frostbite 3D. Like I said, yeah, honestly, shoot me over a message in Discord if you see something. I said, I'm not looking at all. Nobody send me something, for free. I want to pay for it. Yeah, it's all pre-recorded. This has all been pre-recorded. Everybody that I've actually responded to in chat actually had a script at certain times they had to respond in chat. So me talking to them in chat looked like I was really live. It'd be like Loyal with his remaining cans of mango nos. I've never had mango nos. Face blue. Okay, I think you were trying to do some emojis. And it did not work, DaVinci. Oh, it probably did on YouTube side. On my multi-stream, it does not. It just says all the words. They just keep pitch black. Yeah, I know, pitch black. And actually a really good one. I went, this is not 3D printing at all. Again, side quest. We have a local community college, like 20 minutes from me. And this was years and years back. They had Mountain Dew Black Label, but it was only sent to certain places, and they were really weird, obscure places. You couldn't find it in any stores around here, but they had it at the community college's shop, like their, I want to say gift shop slash supply shop slash snack shop. I had to go there. It wasn't that far of a drive, but it was just weird. I had to go into a community college to buy this this soda. It was weird, but it was good. This pitch black reminded me of the Black Label. I still have a picture of it too. But yeah, get in there. We're gonna do a giveaway here shortly. I think I owe you two. I think I owe two giveaways because last week's stream was not live. My bad. My bad. And while you guys are doing that, let's see. Do. Oh, come on. That's okay. Dew Shine was really good. Yeah, the old school stuff. Wow, they brought it back. Who did I make upset? What AR are they using to do video spoofs? What? I'm lost now. I don't know what I missed. I wish we can get some normal uncaffeinated dew in Australia. It's all you can get here. Horrible for the kids. Why is my phone going crazy? Why did I get a friend request? What is... I don't even know who this is, but let's see. Do. There we go. Sorry. Sidetracked. I know what we're gonna do here. Scroll down. Oh wait, did one of the kids or something join the chat? Is that why? Is that why you said I made them upset? What'd I miss? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see what you're talking about. Oh well, we got we got a stream to finish. I heard Ohio was Skibbity Riz, all that cool jazz. It's them right there. I'm like scrolling through. Oh, the phone blowing up. Okay, I'm super smart. Anyway, let's get some giveaways done. Really off the rails in the end here, huh, guys? The last 10 minutes has been absolutely, completely a waste of your time. I apologize. It does not have to finish. It does not have to end. It does. Then we'll get some to eat. Pop a couple more Tylenol because I've still had a constant headache that I just can't get rid of. And I got to print some cool things. I got some ideas. I got some projects downloaded. I need to have something fun to share next week. But remember, real quick too, I want to reference. If there's something at Form Next that you want to see, start writing it down. Let me know next Tuesday. I will go live next Tuesday. We'll have a stream. We'll probably just talk mostly kind of a map out, talk about what's there, see what everybody wants to do. Because with it being so big, again, I need to be efficient. I need to be efficient on how we handle that and how we do it. And it's my first time there, so I have no idea what's going on and how it all is set up and works. So we'll see. How was the place described in the you mean the Necronomicon? Especially Cleveland. Did you guys play with the Necronomicon again? I want to eating trace tacos. Okay, I get it. Anyway, yes. There we go. That's good there. Yeah, so we're gonna rate out. We're gonna do a giveaway. Actually, we're gonna do a couple giveaways. Let's go ahead and switch so you know that I'm actually doing a giveaway. Why is it not working on the NVIDIA broadcast? Weird. Will it work after the fact? Trying to crash the whole stream. I don't think this will work, but oh well. I am here. The floating voice, the floating head. We are going to do a giveaway, so get that last entry in. After that, we are going to go over, and it's been a few weeks that we've raided into the Unspooled podcast. So let's make sure to show them some love. See what are they up to? What are they doing? Who are they talking to? Etc. Etc. But in 5 seconds, I'm going to do the first drawing. Stay, because we are going to do another drawing. The first one out. And then let me set the raid here to force me to stop yakking and wasting your guys' time. Congratulations, Charles H. over on YouTube. You have won yourself a spool of filament, exclamation point, contact, and chat. That'll give you my email address. Shoot me an email saying you won on the community chat stream on 11/4/2025. Or if you're part of our Discord at discord.polymaker.com, message me on Polymaker Joel. If you're not there, join it anyway. Message me or email me, either way, but make sure to join. Come join a fun community that's very helpful and sometimes goofy. We love having all the new people, helping when we can, and just making new friends. But we're going to draw again. So one more time. Next one again, reach out to me, joel.fin@polymaker.com, exclamation point, contact, and chat to see that, or message Polymaker Joel over on the Discord. Wick Allen, congratulations over on Twitch. So we had one on each side that balanced out pretty nicely. Congratulations, everybody, for coming to the congratulations to the winners. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the stream. We'll be back on Thursday at 7 p.m. for Meet the Polymaker with another new guest. Stay tuned for that, and hope to see you guys here next week. Do your homework on Form Next. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Have yourself a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend. Not weekend. I can't say that till Meet the Polymaker. Have a wonderful night. See you soon. Out we go to the raid.